hit 100, which is great. This is going to be a short session where we'll be telling you about what English Club is, what are we going to do, why are we starting this in the first place, and why are we the right people to do it, what do we aim to achieve, and then we'll be telling you about the application process. How can you become part of this club? And FYI, this club is totally free, but it's exclusive. So only very few people are actually going to get in. We want people who are really driven. We want people who are motivated enough to come and be part of the club. So with that said, Shreyans is going to show you guys a short presentation about what English Club is all about. And then we can take some Q&As at the end, and I'll tell you about what's the application process and how can you be part of the club. So
Yeah,
Shreyans, maybe a quick
yeah,
introduction of both of us for people who don't know.
sure.
Yeah, I'm Harish. I also run a YouTube channel called Curious Harish. Right now, I'm a final year student at BITS Pilani Goa campus, and I have a bit of experience in public speaking. I've given a TEDx talk before. I've given a bunch of public talks in different schools and colleges in India, and even in the US. I gave a talk in high school, and yeah, I love meeting different people, talking, interacting. And I've had a very crazy journey with English in the past. I'll maybe share it with you guys later on. And yeah, really looking forward to having some cool people in the club. Shreyans?
Yeah. So my introduction is nowhere near as fancy as Harish's, but I was born and brought up in US, and I lived there for the first 12 to 13 years of my life, and then moved to India in 7th, 8th grade. So I have experience with networking. I changed 4 or 5 different schools between 7th to 12th in India, then college and all of that stuff. So I can, public speak, when it comes to public speaking, speeches, debates, that's something I really enjoy. And hopefully you guys can learn and improve your English skills as well. So that's just a little bit about me. And so let's just move on straight to the presentation. So in this English club, like Harish mentioned, it's completely free. We're not going to, charge you for now or anything like that. We just want to help you guys learn. So what exactly is this? And what exactly will you learn? Number one is essential communication topics, right? So Harish and I have both taken multiple courses within college, outside college, for speaking, public speaking, English, all of this stuff. And that's where we got to know multiple essential communication topics. And that's what we will help you guys learn. Number two, be confident while talking. This is very important. I know a lot of people who are very fluent in English, but they're not confident, right? Number three, practice. Without practice, it is super hard to actually become fluent or good in English. Practice, practice, practice. Make some cool friends. We hope that you guys can network and make some cool friends. Get over your fear of public speaking. And of course, once in a while, we'll have some events, some webinars from some students who have given TOEFL, who have given SAT and BitSat, others competitive exams that have English components in them, to learn some strategies and stuff like that. Now, who is this club for, right? How do you know if this is the right club for you? So some of the questions that you can ask yourself are you sometimes a little bit underconfident when you speak? Or do you get very nervous while talking to large audiences? Or do you find it hard to reach out and start conversations with people or even start networking with people? Then you know that this club is for you, because these are the topics and the areas where we will be providing you with help and practice on, right? We'll be teaching you guys some techniques and cool ways how you guys can do all of this stuff. Now, how will this whole club thing work, right? I know a lot of you guys would be busy, colleges, work, other things, classes, courses. So how will this club work? First of all, we'll be having weekly classes every Saturday and Sunday. So all of our classes will be held on the weekends for about 60 to 90 minutes. And we'll make sure that's either in the late mornings or in the afternoons, right? Maybe for an hour in the afternoon or late morning. And the practice sessions, which will be held during the weekdays, will be as per your convenience. So if 10 people say that they're free from 6 to 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, then we will have a practice session for those 10 people between 6 to 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, right? So we're going to connect you guys and give you guys a topic to talk on. And third, practice sessions. So obviously you cannot just learn English just by attending some theoretical classes, some theory classes and learn. It needs to be practice. So what we will be having is dedicated practice sessions after each of these classes. So while these classes are maybe 60 minutes long or 30 minutes long, the remaining time will be for having dedicated practice sessions where we will be giving you guys some cool topics to talk on. And you guys just talk for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then maybe we'll give some feedback, or maybe we'll have some peer to peer feedback and stuff like that. And of course, be having a one or two sessions during the weekdays as well. So now, coming to the main point, a lot of people are asking in the chat. I see that, what is the price point and all of that, and we want to keep this free for now, right? We don't think that you guys should be charged anything just to learn or practice English or make new friends, and that's why we've made it free. But as you can see, even in this Zoom call, we have around 217 people plus, or 220 people plus. In the registration form, we had over 350 applications, right? So we're not going to be accepting all of you guys. We will be opening this maybe to 50 or 100 people at max, not more than that at any given time, right? So we will be having a wait list, and every month we'll be taking in more people, or if some people decide to drop out, then we'll be adding more people from the wait list. So don't worry about that. You will get your time to join in. So this is a really cool quote that I thought, regarding, especially related to English, right? Tell me and I forget, teach me and I remember, but involve me and I learn. And that's what we hope to achieve in this club, so that everyone ends up learning, right? So that's it for the short PPT slide demo. Now, before we get to the question and answers, I know a lot of you guys will have a lot of questions. Before we do this, maybe Harish can tell his little
Yeah.
story on
Can
how
you hear me,
he learned.
Shreyans?
Yeah, Harish, you're
Okay,
audible.
cool, cool. Cool guys. So just want to share this quick story about my journey with learning English. I'm not saying I'm the best at English, and no one actually is. But then there's been a lot of improvement in the way I speak with other people in English, right? So I, for a majority of my lifetime, I've been living in this city called Nasik, and it's a decent city. And I used to go to an English medium school, but we never spoke in English. So from first grade to 12th grade, I rarely spoke in English with my friends, right? Like the teachers used to teach in English, but when it came to talking to friends, it was usually in Hindi, right? From first grade to 12th grade. And what ended up happening was that I was super underconfident when it came to speaking in English. So, every time met someone who spoke in English, I was like, abhi isko kya bolunga main? Mujhe to bas Hindi aata hai, right? And every time I used to have a conversation with someone, I used to try, converting that conversation into Hindi. Now, I'm not saying Hindi is bad. Hindi is definitely a good language, but then I was underconfident in English, right? And when you're talking to someone, and if you're not able to communicate well in a particular language, it gets slightly awkward. So when my cousins from the US used to come in, I felt uncomfortable talking to them because I didn't know how to talk properly in English. But then things slowly started changing. Like once I went to college, I met Shreyans, I met a bunch of other friends, and English became something that I was forced to speak. Everyone was speaking in English, so I was like, well, now I have to talk in English, right? And that was my way of improving the way I spoke, the way I communicated well, because I spoke in English with my friends, because I used to speak in English at the dinner table, while hanging out with these guys. It just sort of helped me improve my communication skills. And that's why I think this club is also really important, because this is not a club where we're going to give you lectures. This is a club where you'll be practicing, where you'll be meeting new people every single weekend and talking to them, right? And English, and any language in general, is something that can only be learned when you talk to people, when you actually meet people. And initially you'll make a bunch of mistakes, but then eventually you'll start improving and become more and more fluent. So ever since I started learning English, it has changed a bunch of things for me. As most of you know, in my first and second year of college, I used to freelance for a bunch of US clients. So once I started learning English, once I started becoming more confident in the way I spoke, contacting these clients, getting on a video call with these US clients became much more easier, and I was way more confident. Getting jobs and internships, it also became way more easier, because most of these companies use English as a primary mode of communication. And if you don't really know English, then sort of navigating through the corporate ladder and all of that becomes hard. So I got my first internship because I was a good communicator. Got a bunch of job offers from a lot of people because I was a good communicator. So it just helps you in the professional space as well. And that's why, really optimistic about how this club is going to work. And we really hope that we help a bunch of you guys to improve the way you speak and, open up a lot of opportunities because you're able to express yourself much better. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And since Shreyans said this is a free club, so we'll be shortlisting the applications and choosing the top 100, and we'll be inducting them onto the club. Sessions would be starting this Saturday. And for those who are wondering how to apply, I'll just share the link on the
Yeah.
chat. Just
Also,
go over
yeah.
there and fill up the form, and we'll take a look at your application.
Also, I'm seeing a couple of questions on the chat box. People are asking. People are saying that I don't understand English. Mano said that they understand English, but when it comes to speaking, he's struggling to speak fluently, and that is the core problem that we are trying to solve. That is the exact problem that we are trying to solve, right? Um in our club, of course, we'll have maybe short 15-20 minute lectures on how to improve your communication skills. But after that, we were going to have practice sessions where we're going to give you guys a topic and tell you guys to just talk. It doesn't matter if you guys are not fluent. It doesn't matter if you guys are fluent. It doesn't matter what level you are. This will be a safe space to learn and practice English. That is our target and that is our goal, so that we have people talking and other people can give you some feedback, right? So if you practice 3 times a day for a half an hour for 1 month, trust me, you will see a huge improvement in your English speaking abilities. And if you do that for more than that, if you do it for 3 months consistently, you'll be able to talk like Harish or me in no time, right?
Yeah,
And yeah.
and also wanted to bring this to your notice. If you're looking for reasons why you should be improving your communication skills, that a bunch of people have made videos on it. Yesterday, Ishan Sharma made a video on it. He was like, how speaking English changed my life. Do give it a watch. Love Babbar, who's a software engineer at Amazon. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys follow him. Even he made a video about how speaking English actually changed his life. Even I've made a video about how speaking English actually changed my life. So it's not like a uncommon phenomenon. It happens with a lot of people. Improving communication skills goes a long way, and you should definitely give a watch at these videos. They'll give you a bunch of reasons why you should actually be practicing learning English.
Also, I think now the biggest issue that people have are what are the criteria to be shortlisted and why are we not taking out everyone? So the thing is, first of all, we got over 350 registrations on the form
Now it's
that we
actually
had,
around 500.
right? Okay, it's 500 now. So we have over 500 people who are registering on the form. Now, obviously, if we take all 500, then how are we supposed to help each one? The logistics will become very difficult, right? And we don't want that. So we are launching this club just to see the demand and to see if we are actually helpful to you guys, right? Even we don't know. We're also just trying different things.
Yeah, and
So
handling 200, 300 becomes really hard for us. So we're just going to
exactly,
take the top 100 people who are genuinely interested, who are willing to
exactly.
spend time with us and not just doing it for the sake of it.
Exactly. So we will select maybe 100 people, and people asking how do we know we're selected? Don't worry, you will be added to a WhatsApp group, or you will be sent some form of communication saying that hey, you guys have been selected, and so don't worry about that. As for the criteria, you guys had to fill out a form, right? I think hopefully all of you guys have filled out a form,
I've
and
shared
in
the
the
link
form,
again.
exactly, there were a couple of questions, right? Why do you want to join? Stuff like that. And that is the basis on how we'll be selecting you guys. We'll
Yeah,
be
and
reading through
don't
most of
worry if you
those.
don't get selected. We'll put you on wait list, and the next time we open another 100 slots, we'll take you in. So don't get disheartened if you don't get selected.
Yeah.
And also another thing, since we're doing it for free, we just have one request. In case you like the sessions, then please tell your friends about it. Maybe post on LinkedIn, maybe put an Instagram story saying that you learned something good. Only if you like it, only if you like the first session, and that will sort of help us sort of build a larger community and get more people impacted.
Yeah. And that's mostly. So a couple of people are raising their hands. If you guys could just write on the chat box
Yeah.
why, what question you guys have or something like that. That would be
Someone's
super
asking,
helpful.
can soft skills help you in your job or masters? Yes, definitely. If you look at some of the best leaders in an organization, they are good leaders because of good soft skills. So that's definitely going to help. Even in masters, it'll help you in your interviews and things like that. And plus, in general, socializing in college, if especially if you're going abroad to a different country, English is going to be the language that'll be used, right? So it's definitely going to help you over there.
A couple of people are saying that they want to talk, but they don't have a speaking partner. And again, that's one of the things that we are trying to solve. We're trying to connect you guys with someone else who wants to talk, so you both can just talk, because that's the only way to improve your communication skills. Uh,
All right, guys, let's take two more questions and then we can sort of wrap it up. We don't want to waste your time as well. And here's the link again for people who missed it. Um, okay, I think that's it. These are the questions. And thanks, guys. Thanks for the kind words. How is it different from Discord? Well, it's very different from Discord because here we are controlling it. So Shreyans and I would always be there, and it's way more structured. So maybe one weekend we'll be covering one weekend we'll be covering topics like debates. Another weekend we'll be covering improvs. Another weekend we'll be covering public speeches where you have to talk in front of people and how you structure a speech and things like that. Maybe we can have group discussions. Maybe we can have introductions where how do you introduce yourself properly to people, things like that. So we'll be covering a broad range of topics every weekend, and it'll be super fun because you'll be with your friends and we'll be making a bunch of friends, and it'll just be a good time.
Yeah. Also, some people are asking, are we going to launch other clubs as well? Anvesh asked, and
Yes.
yes, we do. We have a whole bunch of clubs. We're just working out some, logistics, but we'll be launching clubs in finance and design, blockchain, even fitness, to help you guys who have gained a little bit of extra pounds over the lockdown, like me, to help lose all that extra weight. And so far, we're planning to do most of this for free, and just to see what is the demand, what do people want, and how we can help you
Yeah, and
guys.
also we realize this, right? When it comes to content, when it comes to information, internet पे कुछ भी free में पढ़ सकते हो. Like if I want to learn coding, there are so tons of sites right on the internet where I can learn coding. But then it's the community that actually matters, right? Being around smart people, interacting with them, meeting new people. That's the important part, and that's what we want to help you out with.
Yeah.
A lot of people say network karo, it helps you in your life. But then when you go on LinkedIn and send a random person a DM saying, hey, I want to have a conversation with you, they'll be like, tu kaun hai? You're a random person. Why should I network with you? But then we want to actually provide an environment where you can talk to people and then network in real life.
Yeah. Also, guys, if you fill up the form more than once, we will be disqualifying you.
Yeah, don't fill it more than
Don't spam. That will just make our job of selecting you guys harder. And some people are asking photography club. Yes, definitely. We will be launching some other clubs as
In
well.
fact, you know what? Give us some suggestions. What all clubs do you want? Put on the chat and we'll
Yeah.
take note of it.
And some people again asked, will they be updated through WhatsApp group? So yes,
Gaming.
maybe Harish or Divyansh, anyone else, just put the link to the WhatsApp groups over here. It's a no spam WhatsApp group. No one's allowed to text there. It's only for announcements. We announce that we are launching clubs. We announce that we're launching something else. So join those WhatsApp groups to keep yourselves updated. And only me and Harish have the permission to actually send a message.
I've put the link.
So just join that bluelearn.in/WhatsApp. Just join the WhatsApp groups.
So bunch of clubs. Just gonna take a screenshot of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of clubs.
I think the next club we'll be launching will be finance mostly, and then fitness, and then blockchain, and then slowly we'll roll out a bunch of
Yeah,
other
we'll do quiz club. I see a
clubs.
couple of people, or it's just one guy saying quiz club. But yeah, we'll do quiz club. Shubham, we'll have a fight club. Don't worry.
Fight club.
But yeah, I think this is super cool. Janelle, this is the communication club. This is the English and communication club. So by communication club, if you mean English, then this is it. If you mean other languages, then that's yet to be launched.
Other languages will see. Yeah,
Yeah,
German, French, maybe later.
yeah, definitely. I see a couple of things. Okay, guys, if you fill out the form twice, don't worry.
It's
Yeah,
fine. That
I
was a
mean,
joke.
yeah, but
Yeah.
intentionally don't fill it multiple times. That's just making our job harder. And Vandita asked, is WhatsApp a mandatory thing? See, guys, we need a medium to reach out to you, right? Otherwise, how will we tell you what's happening? So WhatsApp is the best way that we think for that. We also keep updating stuff on our Instagram, on Twitter. So if you guys do want to follow that, sure, go ahead. But WhatsApp is where we keep most of our updates very consistent. But that being said, feel free
Yeah.
to
And
check out our
Discord as well.
Insta. Yeah, and Discord as well. But yeah, I see 72 new messages. Oh, Hitesh said only 251 members can be added on WhatsApp. Guys, we have 42 different WhatsApp groups, or is that 48? Sorry, right? So we keep adding new WhatsApp groups. Don't worry about that. We're trying to accommodate as many people as possible. Mun Club, that's interesting. Mun is
Cool,
interesting.
guys.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
super cool.
Skill clubs. I know what they mean by skill clubs.
So Lokesh asked, would vocabulary be included in the English club? Yes, 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 yes. Every week we'll be giving you guys a list of either 5 or 10 cool words that you guys can learn and use. And that would obviously help you guys if you're trying to, study for GRE, GMAT in the future as well. There's a ton of clubs that you guys have written.
Okay, Som is asking, why do I have a weird WhatsApp number? That got discontinued. That was a US number.
Okay, we have 49 groups. Thanks, Yash, for telling us. So yeah, we keep updating on all the WhatsApp groups.
What about BlueLearn's Got Talent? Okay, Yash, maybe you can put the link to BlueLearn's Got Talent. So if you guys
Today is
have
the
any
last day.
talent, yeah, today is the last day to apply. So if you guys have any talent, then apply and we'll take a look. If it's a good enough talent, then we'll reward you with some coins, which you can later use to buy stuff from the store.
Yeah. Guys, for those of you who are on the WhatsApp, sorry, in the wait list, we cannot guarantee, right? Like Harish said, we got over 500 registrations or applications. We'll try our best, to start making this on a monthly thing and adding 100 or 150 people every month. But we'll try our best. We can't guarantee.
Study abroad club. Okay, a lot of people are suggesting study abroad club.
That's interesting. Yeah, I think we could definitely have that for mentorship or something for those of you who want to apply outside and stuff.
Cool, guys. I guess that's it. It's 7:30, and thanks a lot for joining in. Really glad to see such a good turnout. And folks who have turned on the video, kudos to you. Thanks for turning it on. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Take care.
One last thing, Harish. A lot of people are saying, "What happens if I? How do I know if I don't get selected?"
We'll send you a mail if you're waitlisted.
But by what date, right? We'll have to. So if in the next 3 days you guys do not receive an email or WhatsApp message or something like that, that means that
You're on waitlist.
unfortunately you are on the waitlist and not part of this batch. If you guys do receive something, then we'll tell you exactly how to do it. But just wait 3 to 4 days at max.
Yeah. So
After
by
that,
Saturday, if you're not added to any group or if you don't have any mail, that means you're on waitlist. So
Yeah.
thoda ruk jana, will review your application later.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. For those of you guys are saying thank you, Mano and Kanishka. Thank you guys so much. We're just trying to help people out.
Yep. Take care. Have a great evening.
Yep.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.